You decided to follow the traditions of men and do the things that the men of this earth is teaching us, the heathen. And because of that, we're getting further and further pushed to the bottom. Further and further. Let's go to Isaiah 56 and 1 real quick. Isaiah 56 and 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, keep ye judgment, and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteous to be revealed.
So he tells us to keep his judgments, because his salvation is near to come. The deliverance of us out of this mess that we living in is near to come. But only for those who obey him and keep his word. It says, thus saith the Most High, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my righteousness to be revealed. Go ahead, bro.
Blessed is the man that doeth this, and the son of man that layeth hold on it, that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and keepeth his hand from doing any evil.
So not only do we got to keep the Sabbath, but we got to live righteous. We can't do any evil out here. So that means we got to find out how we're supposed to be treating each other. And I keep talking about that because it's very important. It's very important. I'm standing on the corner right now. In the last 2-3 weeks, it's been shootings, robberies. This the neighborhoods we living in. This ain't safe. So the Bible tells us don't do any evil. But blessed is he that obey his word, that follow his statutes and his judgments. Blessed is he. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading.
Neither let the son of the stranger that hath joined himself to the Lord speak, saying, the Lord hath utterly separated me from his people. Neither let the eunuch say, behold, I am a dry tree. For thus saith the Lord unto the eunuchs that keep my Sabbaths, and choose the things that please me, and take hold of my covenant. Even unto them will I give in mine house, and within my walls a place and a name better than of sons and of daughters.
So he's giving us an example of even people who may think that they're not going to make it into the kingdom, but obey his word, and they making it in by the skin of their teeth. He's going to give us a place and a name that's better than the sons and the daughters. Because a lot of us not Israel, we're not going to make it. So it's going to be some heathen. It's going to be some people outside of the word, or outside of this diaspora of Israel, that's going to make it and going to have a name better than even the sons and daughters. Keep reading, bro.
I will give them an everlasting name that shall not be cut off. Also the sons of the stranger that join themselves to the Lord to serve him and to love the name of the Lord, to be his servants, everyone that keepeth the Sabbath from polluting it, and taketh hold of my covenant. Even them will I bring to my holy mountain, and make them joyful in my house of prayer. Their burnt offerings and their sacrifices shall be accepted upon mine altar. For mine house shall be called an house of prayer for all people.
So his house will be called a house of prayer for all people. All people that obey his word. All people that obey his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. All people. So we ain't out here, we don't have no particular, people that we going to stand before and say, oh, only you going to make it. No, it is an order to the house, to the kingdom. It's an order. Israel, we have rulership. We are the next to rule. You can go all the way back to the book of Genesis and you get to understand it. Esau and Jacob. Jacob held the heel of Esau. Because Esau, as you read in Hebrews 12 and 16, Jacob is the beginning, Esau is the end. We gonna rule. Our time to rule is coming. But it's going to be a pecking order. So in that pecking order, in that town, in that kingdom, I should say, there will be an order. But he's open, or he's extending the invitation to all people. His house shall be called a house of prayer. Even the heathen, it tells us, they will live on the outer courts of the kingdom. But they will come up and reverence the king at the Feast of Tabernacles. Anyone who doesn't will be cut off. So that house of prayer will be for all people to come in reverence, for all people to give the Most High his praise, his glory. That house of prayer, he's making it available to all of us who decide, make a choice to follow the word of the Most High God. Keep reading, brother.
The Most High, which gathered the outcast of Israel, saith, yet will I gather others to him, beside those that are gathered unto him. All ye beasts of the field come to devour, yea, and all ye beasts in the forest. His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs.
So he's letting us know right now, because, again, we was talking about the false teachers and things like that. These people, their bodies is going to become, what the scriptures say, food for the beasts. Why? Because it tells us here, his watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. So these preachers and these pastors that's in these churches telling us we ain't got to keep the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, they are blind. They're all ignorant. And they lead not people astray. And we not understanding that. So he said, this is what I'm going to do. For the ones that don't want to obey, I'm going to turn your bodies into food for the beast. He's going to destroy us. He's putting it in a real mean kind of way. But this is what's going to happen when you don't want to obey the word of the Most High God. Destruction. Destruction. Keep going, bro.
His watchmen are blind. They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough.
So you looking at these preachers in these churches right now. They can never have enough. They chilling all week long. They only got to work one day out the week. Sunday. Why? You go to these Sunday churches, especially if you got you a big mega church, but nowadays it don't even matter. You can have a small church and still be raking in the money. What they doing? They greedy. Every time you see them, they got new gear on, some of them. They got to have the best house. They got to have a new car every quarter. They greedy. They can never have enough. But they the ones who guiding us, who wearing us out. Keep reading, bro.
And they are shepherds that cannot understand.
Shepherds that cannot understand. Leading God's people astray. Go ahead, brother.
They all look to their own way. Everyone for his gain from his quarter.
Everyone looking his own way for his own gain. These preachers are out here to destroy us because they looking for vainglory. They operating in their own way. Why you think there's so many preachers popping up? They looking for their own way, their own vainglory. They looking to build up their kingdom here on this earth. They looking to receive their blessings here on this earth. And they're not understanding that this is what's destroying our people. We killing ourselves, Israel. Wake up. Wake up, because these preachers and pastors, again, they teaching man today is the Sabbath. That's a lie. It's time to wake up, my people. Wake up. Go ahead, brother.
Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant.
You got to fly before, right? You want another? What's up, brother?
So this is how these preachers are saying. They say, come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant. So what's happening? What we see happening right here, people don't understand. You get these ministers' conferences where they come together. Here in Hampton, they got the Hampton University Ministers' Conference. But all these preachers, they got to get their best car. They get their best suits. All week long, they having conferences on how they going to continue to deceive the people. How they going to go against the word of the Most High. And they drinking, they hanging out, and they saying, okay, yeah, that's what's up. I'm going to take from you and go over here and teach these people the same mess that's deceiving us. And that's how they operate. They for their own turn. They don't care nothing about us. They just trying to get their riches. They trying to get their way. So we just simply here on this street corner as nobodies, asking our people, look, wake up to this word. I don't want your money. I don't want nothing from you. I want your spirit to be operating righteously according to this word, in truth and in spirit. So if anything you hear out of this, understand, we got to obey the Father's laws. We got to obey the word of the Most High. Once we get that in our mind and we come back to the Father's law, that will begin to pull us out of the ruts that we in. But until then, we're going to continue to be destroyed by these heathens. The Most High going to have some mercy and some grace. He's giving us that right now because he ain't destroyed this earth yet. But it's coming. But we're going to have to wake up to it. If we don't wake up to it, we're going to be stuck. Let's go to Isaiah 58, 13 and 14. Isaiah chapter 58, verse 13 and 14.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13 to 14. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
Now ain't that what we all want? We all want to ride on the high places, the high mountains. This is what he told us he would do if we obeyed him. But we disobeyed him, so we're base. So he tells us here, verse 13, read it again, bro, verse 13.
If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words.
So right there he's telling us, if we obey his word, take away from ourselves, stop thinking about ourselves, especially when it comes to the Sabbath. Think about the Most High. If we do this and we don't look for delight or pleasure in our own ways or looking to do our own thing on the Sabbath, what the Most High say he would do?
Then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord.
Then we will be a delight in the Lord. Until then, we're going to keep getting broke down. We're going to keep being wore out by these heathen nations because we don't want to give the Most High his reverence on the Sabbath. We don't want to we don't want to rest. We don't want to do anything. So we will be continually destroyed. So here the scriptures are telling us if we turn away from operating in our own will on the Sabbath and actually doing his will on the Sabbath, then we will be a delight. Go ahead, brother.
And I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth.
Then he will cause us to ride upon the high places, blessings. He will pour them out on us. If we obey him, he will pour them out on us. Keep going, brother.
And feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father.
And he will feed us with the heritage of Jacob our father. The covenant in which he made with our father. He will feed us with that. Keep reading, brother.
For the mouth of the Lord hath spoken it.
So the Most High made an oath with us that if we obey him, he will place us on high. He will give us all the things that we need day in and day out. Even on that Sabbath day, what would happen? We wouldn't have to work. We wouldn't be out here killing ourselves. We would be resting and refreshing ourselves. So that back that you got trouble with, those legs, those feet that you at the shipyard getting broke down 70 years, you can take rest. And he will refresh you spiritually and physically. But until we decide that we're going to not obey the laws of this land or this world and obey the word that the Most High has given us, he's going to continue to make us base. But he set an oath with us that if we obey him and we do his word, he will set us on high. He will bless us. We will be a delight to him. So spiritually, he will make a way out of no way. He will make a way out of no way. But we got to recognize this. We got to come to the understanding of what this word is telling us. And when we come to that understanding, then the Most High can work with us then. But until then, if we keep on following the ways of this world, he's going to continue to make us base. He will continue to destroy us. He will continue to try to use the heathen against us, which is what he's doing right now. And when that time comes, utter destruction. So now it's time to wake up. It's time to get on track with the Most High. Obey his word. Come back to the Father's laws. Come back to the Father's laws. Shalom.
Amen. Bless you, sister. Bless you. Take it easy.